Are you trying to choose between Spotify and Apple Music and trying to decide which one is the best for you? Today, I'll break down key differences between the two major streaming platforms and which one is the best for you. So, we'll be looking at 5 major categories. The first one is pricing and plans. Now, when it comes to pricing and plans, Spotify is the only one that has a free plan. Apple Music, on the other hand, does not. Apple Music's plan, on the other hand, is a little cheaper than Spotify's. And when you club in the family plan, that does come a little bit cheaper if you are sharing with other people as well. So all in all, what I'm trying to say is Apple Music is a little cheaper than Spotify. Second is music library and content. Now, when it comes to music library and content, both are actually the same. And there's not much real difference except that Apple does have some exclusives that are only launched on Apple Music, whereas Spotify doesn't. That's about this difference when it comes to actual content on these platforms. More or less, I would say they are the same. Third is audio quality. Now, this is a big difference. Spotify has lossy formats or uses lossy formats. Apple Music, on the other hand, has lossless formats along with spatial audio enabled. Now, only some of the tracks have spatial audio, especially the new tracks. Any track that you find has that spatial audio icon on it like this, then that means that you have spatial audio for that track. It doesn't mean that all of the music have spatial audio enabled. So don't make your decision just based on this, but it's safe to say that Apple has lossless format. This format is at 24-bit, 192 kilohertz. Spotify, on the other hand, maxes out at 320 kbps and doesn't offer any lossless formats. So if you're an audiophile and you can hear the differences between lossy and lossless formats, or you have the speakers, audiophile grade speakers, then Apple Music is the way to go. User experience and personalization. Now, if you are used to the Apple ecosystem, Apple Music would be fairly easy for you to navigate. It hasn't changed much from the iPod days, so it's been pretty much similar. But on the other hand, when it comes to personalization, Spotify is leaps and bounds ahead of Apple. If you are someone who likes to discover new music or wants to listen to curated playlists that adapt to your needs, then clearly Spotify is the way to go. Apple Music doesn't have that great curated playlist. Music discovery is tough on Apple Music, and its recommendation engine is just horrendous. I honestly haven't gotten a single worthwhile track based on my playlists, and I always turn to Spotify when it comes to discovering new music. The fifth is offline and device compatibility. If you're in the Apple ecosystem, then Apple Music is a no-brainer. You should probably go with Apple Music. But if you are on multiple platforms like Windows, Mac, PlayStation, or Android, then Spotify you should be considering. Apple Music, although they have enabled Android access as well, they have an Android app as well. It's not that great. The experience is not that great, especially when you compare it to Spotify. So all in all, what I'm trying to say, if you're only part of the Apple ecosystem, then go for Apple Music. And if you want cross-platform support, then Spotify is the way to go. What's the verdict? So which one should you choose? If you want high quality sound, an ad-free experience and seamless Apple integration, go with Apple Music. But if you love personalized playlist, cross-platform support and a free plan, Spotify is the better choice. Spotify honestly does a real great job when it comes to recommending music, especially from your own playlists. So new music discovery and new recommendations is a great experience on Spotify. Let me know in the comment section below, what will you be choosing?